The first one, that was the 2 register, and then the AC voltage sources. I'm gonna the blue one. I think the blue will be better. I'm gonna sum it up right there. The 2 kilo ohm, and then this sub one, the diode one, that was the silicon, right? And then that was the R sub L is the register rod. So usually what we want to call as the rod, you know. And then we are looking for the output voltage. Okay. So the sketch here. So the output voltage, the AC circuit, the positive circuit, negative circuit. Why? This is maybe AC symbol, the AC voltage. Now, so this is the plus, this is the minus. So go back here, go back here. That was the no current. Why? Because that was the reverse bias diode. Okay, so that was the open circuit. So that circuit is the output voltage. What that was for the R sub 1 plus R sub L over R sub L multiplied 6 the V sub P. That was V sub out. That was the positive circle. Okay. So that was for is what 1K plus 2K multiplied 6. That was 3 over 1 times 6, the 2 volt. Okay. Like this one. NT. Okay. That is what? 2 volt. And then the okay, so that was this is the input. This is the in part. The positive part, okay? And then how about this one? The input is what? Like this one, with some input. Negative cycle. So that was the another color. Let's see the green one, maybe. And now, here we go. Here we go. There's a leakage current. Just the if data passing the diode that was not current, that was for is the V sub SI, V sub SI, V sub SI. For this case, V sub 0 is like V sub D1. It was what? 0.7 volt. So write down here. Write down here. Oops. That was minus 0.7 volt. Okay. And then the V sub DC, but that part is 2 V sub P divided the pi. Why? That was the health wave rectifier. And that was what? Minus 0.7 the peak voltage divided pi. I'm going to skip the calculation. That was V sub DC. Okay. Any questions? Okay. Now, the circuit 2, same thing. That was rectangular, but that was the AC sources. Okay. Not the DC. Okay. I'm going to, the blue color plus minus. So I'm gonna drawing the input voltage like this one here. That was T over 2 and T. Okay, 0. That was 5 volt minus 5 volt. Okay, this is the width of the input. Okay, so now plus the 2 option current. But can you see that right there? That was the reverse, the diode bias, right? So that was not working. No, the open circuit. So just only the current, like this one. Okay. So what is the V sub out? V sub GE, V sub SI. That was 0.3 volt. That was 0.7 volt. 1 voltage. T over 2, T, 1 voltage. Okay. So how about the more negative one? Okay. That was for like this one. Okay. So for this case, is the also reverse, the 2 reverse bias, D2 and D5. I'm gonna write in here. D2 and D5 reverse bias. The open circuit means that was the nothing in here, the 2 point A and B point. So that was what? 0. So that was the answer for the V sub 0 here. Okay. Any questions? Okay. you have to classify the two part from the input, the 0 to the T/2, and T/2 to the T. That is for the positive, like this one, and then the negative input, like this one. So it depends on the input. The positive or negative, you can get the 1 volt and 0 volt. Okay. So how about the V sub R sub 1? So here, I'm gonna writing, let's say here right there. It's the plus, it's the minus, the V sub R sub 1. What is the V sub R sub 1? So the positive part is that was also the open circuit here. That is the open circuit. That is short circuit. I mean, not the short circuit. That current like this one, right? So 5 volt P. This is the supply voltage. Is V sub R sub 1 plus V sub D sub 3 plus D sub 4 plus V sub D sub 5. Okay. V sub R sub 1. This is what we wanted to do, and D sub 3, the GE 0.3 volt, 0.7 volt, 0.3 volt. Okay. Here. So V sub R sub 1 is what? 5 minus 1.3 volt. That was 3.7 volt. So go back to here. T/2 and T. That was 3.7 volt. So how about this one? The reverse, the negative cycle of the maybe input voltage. The reverse means 0, 0. Okay, so that was the answer, like this one. Okay. Still have questions? Stop by my office. I'm gonna help you. Okay. All right. So now in here, same thing. The step 1, you have to check what is the input voltage sources of the type. But that was the AC sources, right? But that was the AC, the supply the voltage. It means we have to consider about plus and minus. That was the input and output, like this one, 5 volt, minus 5 volt. Okay, 5 volt, minus 5 volt. Okay, so like this one here, that was the passing through. Why? 4 bias here, same thing. So the V sub 0 is what? V sub D sub 1 plus V sub LED plus is equal to V sub R sub 2. What is the V sub D sub 1? 0. What? 0.7 is great. And what is the LED? 2 volt. Very good. And then 2.7 volt. So V sub R sub 2 mean V sub 0, 2.7 volt. Now go back to negative part, just like this one. It's the reverse bias, the open circuit, like this one. So what that was for the 2 register to connect to the supply voltage. So here to V sub R sub 2, the voltage divider rule, R sub 1 plus R sub 2 over R sub 2 multiply 5 sub V sub P. So now the R sub 1 is 1K plus 1K over 1K. So now that was 2.5 volt. So now you can draw here minus 2.5 volt. T plus 2. That is the answer. Okay, I'm gonna write in here. Okay, right there. Any questions? Okay, now. So that looks like it's really hard, but not hard. Okay. So what is it? That was for square supply voltage. Okay. So same rule, the plus minus, like this one. Okay. That was what? The open circuit, because that was the reverse bias. You want more the bigger one here. Okay, but that was the open circuit. So means that should be the same, right? So what does that mean? V sub 0, V sub I sub 3 is equal to V sub D sub 1 plus V sub D sub 2 plus 1.5 volt. Okay. One more time. V sub 0, V sub I sub 3, that is the open circuit. V sub D sub 1 plus V sub D sub 2 plus the 1.5 volt. Okay. So in here, that was for 0.7, 0.3, 1.5, 2.5 voltage. Correct. So right there, 2.5, T/2, and T. Okay. Now, so the negative cycle show you like this one. This is the open circuit. Why? Because the reverse bias. Here we go. So that was the, oh, I'm sorry. This is the D4 is also the GE, for example, right there. So the here, oops, I'm sorry, right there. So for this case, V sub 0 is V sub D sub 3 plus V sub D sub 4 plus the 3 volt. So means that was 0.3, 0.3 plus the 3, 3.6. So now minus 3.6 volt. Okay. All right. I'm gonna print out for you after end of the review the homework. Okay. So that is the answer. Any questions? Okay. So now, okay, 7. Okay, 4 questions we remain. Okay, now that was the AC sources. Okay. This is the plus and this is the minus. Step 2, like this one. It's 1, it's 2. Okay, what does that mean, Professor? The input voltage, like this one. This is the 10. This is the minus 10. Okay. So now the positive, the clockwise, that was for what? So what is it? 0. Why? Because see that just right there, the reverse bias, the open circuit. What does that mean, Professor? That was like this one, the open circuit, because reverse bias diode, that is a 1 here. Okay, the open circuit means no current, no current. So it's what? 0, 0. So the, but how about this one here? Circle the 2 here. That was for is what? 10 minus 0.7, 9.3 volt. 9.3 volt. Okay. That is questions. Okay, now I'm gonna more faster. So what that was for the plus minus. Why? Because that was the AC, but the rectangular 6 V sub P. The T sub 2 and T. Usually T is 1 over F, right? 1 over 500. That's 0.2 millisec. That was 0.2 millisec. That point, let's say 0.1 millisec. Okay, now the positive part, like this one, like this one. So that was 1 volt, right? So it means like this one, 1 volt. And then the other one, reverse bias, the open circuit, that was 2 kilo, 2 kilo. The voltage divider is what? Minus 3 V sub P, because 2K plus 2K over 2K, right there, voltage divider rule, and V sub S. V sub S is what? 6 the V sub P. Okay. All right. Okay, 2 more questions. We are almost finished. Okay, 2 more questions. Now, I'm gonna really faster. So that was is what? The rectangular plus minus 2A. That is what? The open circuit. So that was V sub 0. So that was 0.7. 0.7 plus 0.7 is what? 1.4 T over 2 T. So how about this one? Negative cycle. This is the open circuit, but right now here should be the same. So that was for here. V sub D sub 3 plus V sub D sub 4 is V sub R is equal to V sub R sub 2. So now V sub D sub 3 plus D sub 4, 0.7 plus 0.7, that was 1.4 voltage. Okay, so now that was is what? Minus 1.4 voltage. Don't missing the minus. Don't missing the minus. Okay, that is very important. Okay, any questions? Same thing. It's right there. Here, plus minus. Okay, plus minus. So that was 2A. That is what? The open circuit. So it means here, here. So that was the output. V sub R sub 2 is V sub D sub 1 plus V sub D sub 2 is 0.7 plus 0.7. 0.7 T over 2. Now, how about this one? This is the open circuit. That was what? width of this of 3, width of this of 4, 2 ball plus 2 ball, 4 ball. So minus what? Minus 4 ball. That's it. So, same pattern, same rule. Oh. Oh. Okay, now I'm gonna record video and hopefully uploading on tonight. And you can see that